All right, we are set up here at Pacemakers up here in Mount Vernon for 2 days of testing. We're doing what we wanted to do since we've had the car and haven't really had a chance. So 2 days here at the track to ourselves, and we've got beautiful weather. Supposed to have a high of 70 degrees today and 77 degrees tomorrow, so should have some really good weather. We're just looking to really get the car sorted out and finish working through some of our new car blues. We've got Jeff here from Exergy and Andrew from Bosch, and we're gonna hopefully finish working through all of our electronic setup stuff. I know we have to work on turbo shaft speed. We hadn't had that working yet. We're going to work on some more pulse width modulation on some of our nitrous kits. Just kind of a host of other things that we're kind of working through electronically. We do have the 12-inch converter back in the car. We kind of feel like we've given the 10.5 a fair shot and got to the point where we just aren't quite efficient enough with that converter. We were not able to get a close enough RPM gap when we turned lockup on, and every time that we turn lockup on, it would knock the tires off. So back to the 12-inch it is. So hopefully that's going to be a good change, you know, power application wise, and we're going to work through this thing one thing at a time. Hopefully by the end of tomorrow night we'll have a hot rod that we can go make some full passes with. So we're excited about it, and I'll try to take you guys along and show you what we do the next couple days.
That was one spool jet.
Oh yeah. All right, first hit under our belts. We're pretty pumped about being at the track. It is a beautiful day, and we have not seen the time slip yet, but it seemed to be a really good 60-foot hit. Made it out there a couple hundred feet, and looks like we might need to work on shift timing a little bit, but we'll get him picked up and pushed back, and we'll look at the data and make changes from there. What we got?
992.
Are you telling me we got a dot?
We got a dot.
Woo!
Ain't no one on that 60 foot.
Look at that.
First lick of the day.
What a way to start. How'd that feel?
Fantastic.
It looked fantastic.
Well,
It get on the rev limiter out there, I think?
I think so.
Yeah. It sounded, yeah, it sounded like...
We don't know what the shift timing with
Yeah.
this converter in it and whatnot.
Right.
So
That's awesome. Sweet. All right, we're getting strapped in for hit number 3 of the day. Hit number 2 was around lunchtime, and I believe it went 102 to the 60 foot. We did get time-based fueling to work on that pass, so that kind of changed the whole fueling strategy and everything. Made a few changes in the 60 foot, so that's kind of why it slowed down. We also had a little bit of a delay coming off the button again, so we ended up spending a good bit of time this afternoon rewiring that. Pretty much the trans brake was going through the PBX box and then to the ECM, and we were getting a little bit of a delay, so we went directly from the trans brake to the ECM to hopefully speed that up. So we will go see how this pass goes. I'm going to try to turn on lockup this round and see if we can bring lockup in. We feel like we're still a little bit loose on converter, so we're not sure how well that's going to work, but that's why we're testing. Nice lick.
what, 5 laps, and I think we had 2 aborted runs with 5 successful 60-foot hits. We won a best of 992 to the 60-foot, which is awesome. We won a 1006 flat, a 101, and 2 102s. So altogether, it was a great day. We learned a lot of the function testing that we figured out. We got turbo shaft speed working, a couple other things that weren't working, we got working. We are going to get up early tomorrow morning and pull the trans and change the stator, try to go just a little bit tighter on the converter, because we're needing to get lockup in still too soon to keep the thing off the RPM limiter. And we want to be able to get, like we get a marginal track, we want to be able to run it down through the 330 without putting lockup in it. It's a lot more forgiving when we get on tracks that aren't that good. So we'll put a tighter stator in it in the morning and start knocking it in its teeth and see if we can get it all the way down the track.
All right, we went out and we got dinner, and now we came back. We decided, since we're going to have the transmission out in the morning to do a stator change, it would be a great time to do some bump testing. So we have the original tie drive band back in it. We have a steel drum in it, and we went back to the settings that bumped successfully before, and we're going to see how well that works. So we're going to drive it up to the starting line and see what we got. I didn't get a wrap-up video done when we were at the track, but overall we had 2 good days of testing at Pacemakers. We cut it a little bit short on Wednesday because of the car not running quite right. Turns out we had a couple valves that moved on us, and we decided to come back and check it out before we tear anything up. So we spent the afternoon at Pacemakers finishing up some ECM logic stuff. We ended up making a lot of progress on the E-gate control. Had some stuff in the CAN messaging that we needed to figure out. Been working with TurboSmart on that, and we've definitely made progress on that. We're not quite where we need to be with that. But other than that, we're pretty much got everything configured with the ECM, time-based fueling's working, turbo shaft speed. We got our air-fuel ratio working again. Turns out we had messed something up when we put a flash in it at one point. But sorted through a lot of those little things. We're really happy with the 60-foots that we got while we were at Pacemakers, but we were never able to string a complete pass together. We were fighting a bump there at the track some that was upsetting the car a little bit, and then it was also really when we were trying to apply power and turn lockup on and shift gears. Really it's the tire shake zone in that 150 to 200 foot range that we struggled to get through. So we talked with David Reese when we got back, and he seemed to think that a gear change might be the thing to do, and we had new gears here for the Liberty. So we ended up changing the gear ratios in first, second, and third gear. Went to a little bit of a shorter first gear, so we're hoping that that helps us apply power more smoothly through that tire shake range. So all in all, we had a couple of good days of testing, and we feel like we have everything together to be able to start making good progress when we show up at Wagler's on Thursday. So hopefully within a few passes we can string together a complete pass and collect some data and start going really fast with this thing. So we'll see you all at Wagler's on Thursday, and we hope to have a good event this weekend.